Hey there, Wranglers. How you doing? We got an interesting show for you today, to say the least. It's about controlling demons and the Lesser Key of Solomon. Now, let me explain what that is, okay? The Lesser Key of Solomon, as we know it today, is a book. It's actually five books that are kind of bound together, like a lot of religious texts. Some of the books are slightly contradictory, but it talks about uh, basically demonology, summoning demons, how King Solomon used demons to help build the temple, and all that sort of thing. So let me jump into this. This show could be hours, but it's not going to be. I'm going to try to just give you. I'm going to do the 30,000 foot view in this video, and I'm gonna what do you call it? Then maybe later I'll get into some detail about this stuff with other videos. So anyway, let me get you started here. Let me look at my notes here. First of all, Lesser Key of Solomon. It's also known as the Ars Goetia or Ars Goeta. I've heard it pronounced so many different ways in my research here, but Arsgoetia, Ars Goetia, and it tells the story of King Solomon, the son of David, the David who killed Goliath. Solomon, as we know, was the wisest man to ever live, and evidently he was a powerful sorcerer too, according to this. And he basically was able to enlist the help of demons to help him build the temple. And one of the demons was Asmodeus, which we'll get into in a bit. And the temple had to be built out of unhewn stone. What that means is the stone couldn't be crafted with iron tools. He had to do something else. So he had only way he could do it was to control a creature called a shamir, which was like a worm looking thing. And the only way to find the shamir was to basically find a demon who knew where it was. And that demon was Asmodeus. Solomon went and found him, got him drunk. Uh, Asmodeus told Solomon where the shamir was. And as Asmodeus and Solomon worked together with controlling the shamir, and basically started to construct the temple with the help of a bunch of other demons, which we'll talk about too. Now, demons aren't all evil, according to the Ars Goetia. Some of them think they're going to get back into heaven. Probably not, but they think this, and some of them are eager to help, and they have different skills. Now, I read through all the 72 demons mentioned in the book of the Lesser Key of Solomon, and a lot of their abilities are redundant, but it's still interesting. Anyway, so they build that temple, and Asmodeus had given Solomon a ring, like the ring of power to control the demons. Well, Asmodeus had had enough of it, and he basically takes the ring from Solomon, eats the ring, and then he and Solomon get in a big fight. Literally, like a superhero fight, I guess is the way I heard it described. And we're not sure what happened, other than Asmodeus hit Solomon so hard he went off for miles, and then like in the air or something, like if he got hit by the Hulk. And evidently, some of the versions say Asmodeus takes the throne and appears to be King Solomon and rules that part of Jerusalem for a while. And so that's one of the tales in the Ars Goetia, or in the tradition of Jewish demonology and Judeo-Christian demonology. Even in Islamic demonology gets folded into here a lot. Now let's back up. That was one of the interesting stories. The book is full of all kinds of story, but let's talk about the various demons and see what we can do here. As you can see, we've got a picture of a demon right there. Now, this demon, you guys recognize as Lucifer. This is the one that got cast out of heaven due to pride. Okay. And he was, we know that story about Lucifer. Lucifer. That guy. We know that story. We know that story about it. Okay. So anyway, this is Lucifer. He's sitting there sulking, why am I not as good as God, that kind of thing. And next we have Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies. He also he represents some gluttony and some pride and some sloth too. But that's Beelzebub. Then we have another demon. These are, excuse me, let me back this up just a second. These are the seven princes of hell spoken of in some of the texts. Seven princes of hell. So prince number one is Lucifer. Prince number two is Beelzebub. And prince number three is Asmodeus. And evidently he's the demon of lust. Now, I don't know why they would choose an image like this to be the demon of lust. It's kind of gross, just disgusting. So some people might get off on that. Maybe the guy that drew the picture was a little bit weird. His name is down here, Gesalt or something like that. Okay, and I'm sorry I didn't research the name of the artist. Okay, so we got Asmodeus, Prince of Hell, demon of lust. Now we have the Leviathan that's talked about in the book of Job. He also evidently Leviathan as a demon. Now, Leviathan represents envy. These are all tracking with the seven deadly sins. Seven deadly sins aren't mentioned in the Bible. They're just mentioned in these princes of hell and the tradition. Okay, so we got Leviathan. Now we have Belphegor, my favorite. He is the demon of gluttony and sloth and vanity. He's evidently the most lazy, useless demon. They even got him on a wheelchair-looking thing. He just sits there and in his magnificence. He's even holding his own tail. I didn't notice that. Okay. So this is Belphegor. I guess the lazy, good for nothing prince of hell. And then we have Mammon. Mammon is the god of money and gold. This here guy is worshiping Mammon. Evidently, the story of Mammon. Mammon was an archangel. All these guys were archangels at one point. And he was so busy looking at the streets of golden heaven, he never looked up at God. So God ended up basically turning him into the god of greed, the demon of greed. Okay, so that's Mammon, Mammon and his money. You'll hear the saying, man cannot serve Mammon and God at the same time, money and the Lord. Okay, now finally we come to Satan. And here's a picture of Satan from the Codex Gigas. And here's Satan being cast down. Evidently, according to tradition, it's sort of like a trying to think of a corollary here. He was Lucifer in heaven, and then when he's cast down, he became Satan, and Satan represents wrath, okay, and pride, just like Lucifer represented pride. So he kind of had a transformation from Lucifer into Satan. And that's one of the traditions. Some of them say they're totally different beings, all of that kind of thing. But these are the seven princes of hell. Okay, now let's talk about the kings of hell. There's evidently all kinds of hierarchies. There's earls, there's dukes, there's princes, there's kings, there's all kinds of stations that you have in hell. And I didn't get pictures of these guys because I didn't find any. Okay, the kings of hell. See if I could say this. Ziminar. Okay, Ziminar, I'll call him for that, okay? He's the king of the north. There's four kings of hell. They represent the directions. Ziminar is the king of the north. Corson is the king of the west, the demon of the west, king of hell. And then we have the east. The east is Amion, and he represents greed, tricks, sorcery, and you can summon Ammonon, but you have to show him respect. Okay, meaning you remove your headdress and you bow to him and all that kind of thing, and he'll help you do whatever. If you don't do that, he'll still pretend to help you, but your plans will get screwed up in the long run. Okay, in the south, the demon is Gap, Gapp, Gap is a very interesting demon. He makes women beautiful but barren, and he makes men stupid and invisible. Sounds like modern Gap is pretty active in today's modern society, to be honest with you. But and that brings us to some other common demons you might have heard of that I wanted to mention: the incubus and the succubus. Okay, now if you've heard of the incubus, it's a demon that comes to a woman at night and makes love to her, and he's a sex demon that you know goes after ladies and does has sex with them. Okay, a succubus is a female demon, appearing demon that does the same thing to men, appears at night and has sex with the men. However, according to the tradition here in the Ars Goetia and the other books, there are no female demons. The succubus, the one that's appears to be female, is not. It's still male, appearing as a female. So all you guys out there who have been, enjoying time with your succubus, you've been tricked, to say the least. I hope you enjoy it, but that's what the tradition tells us. Now that's I guess I would say the high level 30,000 foot view of who some of the demons are. And all of the demons have, there's Codex Gigas again. We'll talk about that one another time. Okay, look at this. Now, what we've got here are the sigils of the 72 demons. Now, every demon has a sigil, and every demon has a seal, too. I don't know what the difference is. I guess the seal could contain the demon. The sigil is the name of the demon, the representation of the demon. First of all, I want to put a warning here. Don't get this stuff tattooed on you. Demons may or may not be real. We're a scientific society. They probably aren't. But we only understand like 2.5% of the universe. So you don't want to take a chance putting these arcane symbols on your body. I've seen in my research some people do this stuff, and who knows what's going on in them. But these are the 72 sigils of the different demons. And I don't have the seals included because there'd be 72 more, graphics here. And I couldn't tell you the sigils of each one. I haven't got them memorized. But the demons have sigils and the angels have sigils. All of them do. So these give you some idea of what's the sigils look like. Anyway, so I'm just a word of warning. They're cool looking, but don't use them as fashion accessories. Okay. Anyway, guys, this has been. There's so much to this. I mean, I literally did research all day yesterday, and there was so much content with all of this stuff that it's just amazing. I'll get into it later, not today, but I mean, throughout the next few months, I'll do different videos on this stuff and telling you more and more about the information. Evidently, there's even books out there that teaches you how to summon demons, even like Lucifer, which I don't recommend. And evidently, the Vatican has copies of these books of dark black magic. So, anyway, regulars, welcome. Thanks for coming to today's roundup, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. I sure appreciate it. And hit your alert button. You guys know how to use YouTube. You know what to do. Now, if you want to tune out, that's fine. If not, I'm going to show you some of my new merchandise. I'm wearing my Neon Wrangler hat here, and let me show you what I've got. I've got some cool stuff at my Etsy store. The link is in the description. I've got the coffee zombie cut, which is a lot of fun. It's a zombie that says coffee, 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 instead of brains. This is how we all feel in the morning. Grab one, 15 ounces. 15 ounces of truth is what I call that. Okay, here's the Neon Wrangler coffee cup when you're having a good day. I'm going to get me one of these. I've got one ordered, and you'll be seeing me use it. And it's got my wicked-ass logo on it, which I love. Okay, then we've got the hat. I got a gray one with a black patch, but you can get a black one with a black patch. There's a lot of color. There's color choices here, but I got the gray ones kind of to match my headphones. I like it. I'm gonna get me a black one too. Anyway, we got that. Looks good on the guys. Looks even better on the ladies. So, hey, join the club. Get some Neon Wrangler merch. Become a real Wrangler. And I got stickers too. You can put them on your Telecaster if you have a Telecaster, or any guitar you have, or anything you have. You can stick them to stuff. That's how they work. They stick on things. Put them anywhere you want. Represent me that way, or me represent you, because you're part of the Wranglers too now. Anyway, once again, guys, thanks. Oh, there's our zombie again. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Let's get there. Let's boost. Let's get up to I'm shooting for subscription goals here, so let's see if we can do that. And I sure appreciate you listening, and I sure appreciate goodness, I haven't had my coffee yet. I appreciate your contributions and your comments. So take care and have a great day. Till the next roundup, Neon Wrangler out.